Today we'll start the gonadal and placental hormone. Here you will actually able to identify the most important hormone that is actually produced by the testis and the ovary. So here we'll see and we'll discuss the hormonal role of these gonads. Okay, that means the male testis and the female ovary. Okay, which produces the sex hormone. No? Which hormone it produces? It produces the sex hormone. These sex hormone they are actually produced by they are produced by some cells. No, the cells are the sex cells. Okay, so what is the sex cells? They are mainly the sperm, no, in male, and you'll see the ova, okay, in female. Okay, and they secrete, okay, what is that hormone? All they secrete the gonadal hormone. And the role of these gonadotrophins. So these gonadotrophins that will be released from the anterior pituitary. No, it will release from anterior pituitary. Uh, that is in form of what? In form of your FSH, okay, and LH. What we have learned here, and the male testis and the female ovaries, uh, they they are known as your what is that? Sex cells. They produces the sperm in male and ova in female. Okay, and both they secretes one hormone. So this hormone is your gonadal hormone. Okay, and the role of the what is that gonadotrophins that is influencing to produce this gonadal hormone. Okay, so this gonadotrophins that release where? At the anterior pituitary. Okay, so this anterior pituitary, which actually what is that? It has two hormones, no? The FSH and the LH. No. Then we'll see that the primary hormone that is actually produced by the male testis, okay, uh, that is known as your what is that known as your is known as your testosterone. Okay, the primary hormone released from this testis by the male, is known as your testosterone. Okay, so this testosterone that is actually a steroid hormone, no, important in the development of the male reproductive system. No, and it also helps in maturation of sperm cells and the the development of what is that male secondary sex characters, such as you can see the deepen voice, no, or the harsh voice, no, the the development of the body hair and increase the muscle mass. No, interestingly, testosterone that is also produced in the female also. Okay, where in female ovary you'll find there is also the production of the testosterone. But here what you'll find, here in male you'll find large amount of testosterone will be released, but in female you'll find very little amount of, okay, testosterone will be released from this ovary. Okay, so it is very reduced level. The the testis, okay, that actually produce one hormone. So this hormone will be peptide hormone, inhibition. Okay, so the testis that also produces, okay, peptide hormone inhibition. Okay, so what happens to this peptide hormone inhibition? What is the role of this peptide hormone inhibition? It actually inhibits the, what is that, secretion of, inhibits means down, inhibits of secretion of the FSH from the anterior pituitary gland. Okay, so the FSH actually what? This FSH that actually stimulates the spermatogenesis. Okay, it stimulates the. So what we have learned here? The testis that produces the testosterone, okay, which helps in the development of your male reproductive system, and also it helps in maturation of the sperm cells, right? And the male secondary sex characters, no. So these secondary sex characters that will be the body hair growth, the deepened voice, okay, and increased muscle mass. Okay, uh, and we know that this testosterone also release a very reduced amount from the ovary. Okay, and this testis that also produce the peptide hormone inhibition. Okay, which inhibits the secretion of the FSH, okay, from the anterior pituitary gland. Okay, so the FSH actually it stimulates the spermatogenesis. The primary hormone produced by the ovaries. We have studied about the testis. No. Then the primary hormone produced by the ovaries, they are actually what? They are the estrogens. Okay. They are known as your estrogens. Okay. This estrogen that includes, who can say what it includes? It includes your estradiol, and another is your esterol, and another is your estrone. That means what? The ovary which produces the estrogens. Okay, so this estrogens means what? This is your estradiol plus estriol plus estrone, right? So these three. So these estrogens that actually play an important role in a larger number of physiological processes, right? Uh, that you can say the development of the female reproductive system, no? And also it helps in what is that? Your regulation of the menstrual cycle, and it also helps in development of, what is that, secondary, uh, you can say female, no, female secondary sex organ. So it also helps in development of female secondary sex organ. Okay, such as the, you can say the increase, that that includes what? Your increased adipose tissue, and the development of breast, the breast tissue. Okay, and the maintenance of pregnancy. So those who have less amount of the estrogen produced, okay, they have the chance of frequency of your abortion, right? frequent abortion, that is a natural abortion, right? So this estrogen that helps the maintenance of the pregnancy. Okay, but another significant ovarian hormone, okay, that is also released. Okay, who can say what is that? Another hormone. So this is the estrogen. Another hormone also released, right? What is that? That is known as your progesterone. The progesterone, which actually progesterone, which actually contributes to regulation of the menstrual cycle. The regulation of the menstrual cycle. Okay, and it is also important in preparing the body. Okay, for the pregnancy. Along with that, it also maintains the pregnancy. After this estrogen and progesterone, okay, uh, in addition to these two hormone, okay, the granulosa cells are there, okay, where? At the ovarian follicles. Granulosa cells that is present at the ovarian follicles, okay, present in ovarian follicle. Actually, this granulosa cells that acts as a inhibition cell, inhibition hormone. Uh, Actually, what is this inhibition? Inhibition means if you say in male, okay, in male, the granulosa cells, okay, they inhibits the secretion of FSH, okay, and during the initial stage of pregnancy, right? Another organ, right? That organ is known as your placenta, no, which actually gives nutrition and blood supply, oxygen supply to the fetus, right? So this is also a organ, no, though it is the foreign organ for mother, right? Still it is the organ, right? So this organ, uh, the placenta, that actually develops where? Within the uterus. So this placenta that actually supplies the oxygen and nutrition to the fetus, okay, and also it helps in excretion of waste products, and that also produces and secretes estrogen and progesterone, okay. uh, that means what? Here the ovary is, it also produces the estrogen and the progesterone, okay, and this placenta also, it produces the estrogen and progesterone, right? So why I am telling you all these things? Remember, that's why embryology is important. Okay, so we have to start it, because when this ovary that is actually intact up to the pregnancy, right? Whatever the follicular cells are there, they are active up to the pregnancy. But okay, but after the pregnancy, these hormones, the estrogen and progesterone, that is actually produced by the ovary, okay, that will not be sufficient, okay, for the uterus to maintain its endometrial layer, no. That means what? The ovary that produces the estrogen and progesterone, but after the pregnancy, it is up to the pregnancy, after that also it produces, but after the pregnancy, whatever the estrogen and progesterone will be produced by the ovary, that will not be sufficient, okay, to maintain the endometrial layer, okay. So that's why if the placenta, it will not produce the estrogen and the progesterone, okay, then there will be the chance of sedation, okay, or shed out of this what is that, endometrial layer, okay. And as you know that the fetus that actually implanted here, at which level? At the endometrial level. Okay, what is that? Produced by a hormone. Okay, that hormone is known as your human chorionic gonadotropin. No, you have heard about a term. Okay, the term is your HCG. No, H means human chorionic gonadotropin. Okay, so this HCG, it is actually produced by this placenta. Okay, so HCG, estrogen and progesterone, all they are produced by the placenta, right? To maintain the endometrial layer inside the uterus. Okay, so this HCG hormone, right, that actually promotes the progesterone level of, or you can say the progesterone synthesis and or progesterone synthesis of ovary. Okay, this HCG hormone that promotes the secretion or the synthesis of the progesterone. Okay, so that it will reduce the mother's immune function. Okay, to protect the fetus. Otherwise, what will happen? Our body, it will think that the baby or the fetus, whatever it is there inside the uterus, that will be considered as a pathogen. Okay, or the foreign body, right? Because that is not the part of the mother, right? So this HCG, okay, that actually promotes the synthesis of the progesterone, and also it reduces the, what is that, mother's immune system. Okay, so that the immune system, they will not react with this placenta, so what is that, with this fetus. Okay, so this is the main role. Otherwise, if the HCG will not produce properly inside the placenta, then the synthesis of progesterone will be lost. Okay, because already I have told you in embryology, just remember in the first class, the progesterone actually that maintains the, what is that, endometrial layer. Okay, so until unless progesterone is there, endometrial layer will be there. Okay, otherwise there will be the shed out, right? So uh, after that, what happens, the immune rejection will be there by the mother if the fetus will be there, right? So if immune system of the mother will be reduced, okay, then that our body or the mother's body, that will not reject, okay, the fetus. Okay, so this placenta also secretes another hormone. So that hormone will be known as your human placental lactogen. Okay, that is your human placental lactogen, HPL. Okay, not high Premier League, HPL, human placental lactogen. Okay, this human placental lactogen or HPL, that actually plays a very important role, no, in preparing the breast for the lactation. Okay, and also it helps in relaxation of the breast tissue, right? So which is actually thought to be in the uh, help to soften, and widen the pubic symphysis also. Okay, that means it is also prepares the HPLs, also prepares or what is that, your pelvis level, mainly at the symphysis pubis, it becomes widened. Okay, so that there will be more room to the uh, what is that, fetus. Okay, and it will be easy during the fracturation also. These hormones, they actually controls the reproduction. Okay, how they are controlling, that we will see in a very short table. Okay, so that it will be easy to remember, right? We will have a table. Okay, so this table will indicate the what is that, the glands. We will have the hormones, we will have the chemical composition, okay, or chemical class, and then we'll have the effect, right? So first, uh, what we'll see over here, we'll see the gonad, and here you'll see the hormones, and here you'll see the chemical class, and here we'll see the, what is that, effect. Now you just tell me about what just I am telling you. Here is the testis. So it associated with which hormone? Who can say? It associated with testosterone. And the chemical class is your, it is a type of your what? Steroid. Okay. And what is it? Its effect? It stimulates the development of production. Development of male secondary sex organs. Okay. Now we'll have hormone that is also by the testis. Okay. What is that? That is the inhibin. Okay. Inhibin. Okay. So what is this inhibin? This is one type of protein. Okay. It is not the steroid. Inhibin is the one type of protein class. Okay. And what it does, it inhibits the FSH release. Okay, from what? From the pituitary gland. Which pituitary? Anterior pituitary gland. Okay, like that. Here we'll see another organ. Okay, so this is your ovary. Okay, so in, from ovaries, what releases? It releases the estrogens, and also it releases the progesterone. Now, which class it is? They are also the class of your steroid. They mainly stimulates the development of your female, okay, secondary sex organs. Okay, and also it prepares for preparation of, sorry, not of, preparation for childbirth. Okay, childbirth. Clear? Now, another organ is there. What is that organ? Finally, we have the placenta. Okay, so this placenta, which hormone it releases? It releases the human chorionic gonadotrophin. Okay, which type of class it is? It is class of your protein. Okay, and what it does? It actually promotes the progesterone synthesis. Okay, promotes progesterone synthesis. Progesterone synthesis. Okay, uh, when? During the pregnancy, huh? Not all the time. Okay, and also it inhibits the immune response. immune response against the fetus. Okay, so this is the summary of the gonadal and the placental hormone. This endocrine system, okay, that can be exploited for the illegal or unethical purposes, right? Because all they are what? Either they are the steroids, okay, or they are the what? Proteins like that. No. So if someone will want to do some illegal exploitation, okay, means like what you'll say, if a small child that can be developed to a very grown up child, no, by the giving of these hormones, right? So that is actually illegal and for the unethical purposes, right? So if I'll give you an example, that the use of the steroid drugs, no, by the professional athlete. So these steroids, they actually commonly they are used for the what is that, performance enhancement. No, some anabolic steroids are there, right? So these anabolic steroids, they are actually the synthetic version of the male sex hormone, right? That is your mainly the testosterone. Okay, so what happens by boosting the natural level of this hormone? Which hormone? The testosterone. The athlete, they will experience the increased muscle mass, uh, okay, and increased stamina, strength, no. So this synthetic version, uh, that is actually for the human growth hormone mainly, okay, they are also used to build the muscle mass, okay. So the use of this performance enhancing drug, you can say, that is actually banned, okay, by all major what is that, your countries, the collegiate, the professional sports organization, no, in everywhere, right? Not in everywhere, mainly if you'll see in India, okay, in the developed countries like United States, Germany, okay, everywhere, because they impart an unfair advantage to the athletes, no, who 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 take all these steroids. So along with that, the drugs, okay, that can cause the significant and dangerous side effects. Okay, for example, if you'll say an anabolic steroid, if you'll use that, okay, that will actually increase the cholesterol level, that will increase the raise in blood pressure, okay, and that will damage the liver, right? So that also will make the altered testosterone, right? So this altered testosterone level, you can say, in both, you can say very high cholesterol, what is that, very high testosterone level, or it may impact as a very low or too high or too low testosterone level, okay. So this level, this increase or decrease level of the testosterone, that may be implicated in what is that, causing the structural damages, okay, to heart, because so many blood will be pumped out from this heart, and this heart tissue, okay, that will be also damaged, and that will also increase the risk for the cardiac arrhythmia, okay, and heart attacks and congestive heart failure. Okay, and sudden death may also occur. So these steroids that can have the feminizing effect also in male. Okay, that including you can say the shriveled testicles. Okay, and that enlarge the breast tissue. Okay, but in female they are also using these steroids. Okay, so this use that can cause the, what is that, you can say, the increased muscle mass of the female. So that will give you the masculinizing effects, no, such as in you can say enlarged clitoris and growth of the facial hair. Okay, uh, and so many other male characteristics that may develop, right, if uh, the female will be taken by these what is that, anabolic steroids. But remember, in both sex, in male and in female, their use that can promote the increased aggressiveness, no? That what is that, aggressiveness, depression. Okay, and the sleep disturbances and severe acne you will find. Okay, in face and all parts of the body. Okay, and that will also what is that, increase the infertility. Okay, so this is some idea about this anabolic steroids that already we have discussed in this what is that, gonadal hormones. Okay, so if you have any doubt, you can ask me right now.